Alright, so today I'm on another little self-filming adventure. I camped out in this little Stakey Lands parking lot last night after fishing the top end of this stream. Other than struggling to get my truck and camper even close to level, it was a pretty peaceful little spot to camp for the night. My original plan was to spend the morning loading up my reel with some very badly needed new fly line, while I talked to you guys and went over my plans for the day so that it could lead into a voiceover for this video. That was until a whippoorwill decided to perch on top of my camper and wake me up at the butt crack of dawn. I have no idea what I'm saying. My brain's still not awake yet. So I decided it's probably for the best if I just record another voiceover. Okay. Alright, so if I'm being honest, I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with self-filming. It's a little tricky managing a camera and a fly rod on the trout stream. In order to film myself, I basically have two options. One, I leave the camera behind on sticks and fish upstream away from it, which is actually nicer for fishing because I can fish every little pocket and run and riffle. And as most of you know, a stream like this, every little pocket run and riffle can hold a brook trout. But then if I do catch something, the camera is too far away to see anything. Option 2, I only set up the camera for the more promising ones. Set up the camera. I fish the run. And I move up. Set up the camera. I fish the run. And I move up. Doing it this way makes for better video if I do catch something, but it also makes it a lot harder to cover as much water, lowering my chances of catching something. And this stream has the added challenge of getting thicker and thicker with mountain laurel the further you go up. to a point where sometimes I have to leave my camera behind while I thread my rod through so as not to break one or the other, and then come back for the camera. And just when it seems like all of this work and trouble of moving the camera and almost breaking my rod and moving the camera again is for nothing, I just saw one rise right there. Oh, there he is again. Or another one. Oh, another one up there. Oh, dang. Let's see if they rise again. Oh, not far enough. I don't know if I'm able to get close enough without spooping them. Oh, I didn't take the dry, but man, that's a pretty fish. Oh, dang. I wonder if he'll eat again because I really didn't get him. I didn't prick him. Dang. A pretty decent one too. Let's see if he'll eat again. Oh, way too far over. There we go. Come on. Dang it. Oh. He ate the nymph instead. Come here, little guy. Oh, come here, come here, come here. It's a pretty fish. Beautiful fish. Wow. And after all that work and trouble to finally catch a few little beautiful brook trout, by this point I'm usually sweaty, exhausted, the trout stream has tested my patience, and I need a break. But after a few minutes of sitting streamside, I cool off and the sound of the water and the birds lull me back to a state of appreciation rather than frustration. And I hope all this doesn't come off as whiny or woe me, because I really do love this, and I don't intend it that way. I say all this to make the point. As much as I love being alone on the trout stream, it's a lot easier and usually a lot more fun to fish with Joel.
Oh, dude. I'm pumping the well for you right now. I'm like, come on, baby. Take it. Take the rod, Caleb. Catch the big one. So you better take it. She's all yours, you're all mine. Caleb's gonna catch a 20-incher out of this old run like he did before. Here's a rod, my friend, so take it so I don't ask before. Give me the camera, I suck using it. So is it all Oh.
So nervous.
I told you, it's a good nervous.
I haven't fished like this in years.
Take your time, but that one took it on the, I just drifted.
With all the rain we've had this spring here in PA, the streams have had great flow. So while the water is up, Joel and I ran over to a close to home stream we haven't fished in a while. And if you're wondering why we're both saying we're nervous, this little stream has provided all three of us with our biggest wild browns.
My heart's pounding out of my chest right now.
I'm just like, don't screw this up.
Huh?
I said, I'm just like repeating in my head, don't screw this up, don't screw this up.
We used to fish like this a lot, jigging and stripping small streamers in these runs and undercut root banks, but for whatever reason we really haven't done much of it in recent years. So today we only had a few hours to get out and wanted to take advantage of the high off-color water and see if we could still find one of the big old browns that we know lives in this stream.
Gonna put on a black jig bugger since the water's stained up a little bit. I noticed, I don't know about you, Caleb, but like sometimes that one really big fish I caught here, I was fishing upstream like we normally do, and I was fishing, and then I got to the head of the run like you just did right there, and I cast it down underneath that undercut bank, and that's when he took the streamer. And it's more of like a fleeing motion, I think, of the fish coming back up the stream. That's why, especially with this watercolor, you can get away with it. You can fish it normal upstream, like you're fishing upstream, and then you can go above the run and fish it, cast underneath the undercut bank and bring it back up like it's a fleeing bait fish or something. That's when we've had a lot of success. I am gonna add weight to this fly. Water's moving fast and we want to get down. And I think sometimes, especially the way we're fishing here, we love fishing streamers in small streams like this. I like having control over the fly. Oh, I caught that one. I like having control over the fly, so you add a little bit more weight, I can feel your fly to line tension. You can feel the fly a lot, and I like having that. You can feel the strikes. You can have control of it. Like if you're fishing through brush like this, you have more control of it. So I should have tied that's okay. I should have tied a non-slip loop knot, but this will work. Gonna try something. Should I tie another streamer on or tie a streamer and an nymph on?
I mean, many times I've been drifting a woolly bugger with something behind it.
Woolly bugger on the bottom.
Top.
And then as your point fly, have a nymph.
I mean, I don't know which way is better, but that's the way I used to do it.
We've been coming to these beautiful runs here, and like, I mean, look at that run. You know that for 100% there's a fish in there. And I don't know if I'm just getting down too fast because I have all the weight on. So I'm gonna just try to, I think I'm gonna tie a nymph on first. And then as my tag, I'm gonna put a nymph on. And then that way I can fish a run, and then I can bring back, and then since my streamer will be on my second fly, I can bring it back up through the run as I get closer to the head of the run. But I'm just gonna give them like fish the bottom and then fish the middle section of the run. Hopefully give them, and there's an option, just like you're fishing two nymphs or something. So we'll see. Two nymphs are better than one, but in this case it's a streamer and a nymph. was getting the underwater housing ready on the other camera. He's like, oh, Joel, just take a cast. So I was like, okay. If the cameraman tells you to take a cast, you take a cast. I took a cast, and my first cast in there, hooked a beautiful little wild brown. But we just actually recently changed. I put a nymph on the top, and I kept the same little jig streamer on the bottom. And I added 2 smaller split shots in between. And I don't know if the nymph just slowed it down enough that, because the fish that brown took the jig streamer, so I don't know if it just slowed it down enough and it put it in that perfect water column, and he slammed it. So maybe we're on to something, we'll try to get another one. They can't fool us, Caleb. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. Tell you what they are fooling, man. They're getting stuck on these tree branches. I love it. I love this fishing, man. This is my favorite kind of fishing right here. Got him! Another beautiful little fish. See ya, buddy. That was awesome. I told Caleb we were fishing that. I got snagged on a stick. I got the stick out of the run. I was like, and then I came up here and just jigged that streamer right into that log jam, and instantaneous, boom! Probably only a 6-inch wild brownie, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
Well, we didn't find any monsters like we were hoping for. When we first started fishing this stream, I don't think hardly anyone else was. But over the years, it's become more discovered and therefore more pressured. And we actually think someone fished up through ahead of us that morning. So we decided to call it and head to another stream while we still had a little time left in the day.
Heck yeah. Heck you. It's okay, it's not even. It's an okay fish. Heck yeah, bud. I told you we'd get one. It took the double trouble. You see how close that one hit? You know what it took?
And one.
Oh.
Is that a chub?
Huh? What's that?
Is that a chub?
Look, fly right there, bud. Did the damage. Heck yeah. I love it when a plan comes together, old son. Now we'll go to the head of the run and get the 20-incher. Huh? I mean, that was, how far was that? Like right there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the perk of fishing high water. We had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'll take it. I mean, we didn't even think we were going to get the fish today, but we got a chance to sneak out, so. Caught some fish. What, our first enjoyable day where you can be in actual t-shirts? Take it. Spring's upon us. I was honestly waiting to hear just that'd be our luck. That tree right there would just fall. You're talking about death and stuff. Freaking fall just smashes. But if I would've, you were sitting right there, I would've just jumped and just put my body at the line for you. I'd just be like, you would have been underneath me. I'd have been crushed. My eyes popped out of my head. You would have eat one. You would have to eat one until someone came and saved you. That's so effed up. You started it, bro.